Kim with GoCreate. These are like 4th, 5th graders.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back to our next adventure at the Sedgwick County Zoo here in Wichita, Kansas. We're glad you joined us. Today, we have Kim here, and she is from GoCreate. And I'm going to turn the session over to her, and we're going to see what fun we're going to have now.
Hi, everybody. I think I have 4th and 5th graders here. It's a beautiful day at the zoo. And even though you're not here, we're going to let you participate in our activity. So I don't know if you know what GoCreate is, but we're a makerspace. And a makerspace is a place that you can basically take any kind of dream or idea and turn it into reality. And part of being a part of a makerspace is that we invent things. People will come in and they'll tell us different things that they want to make. And it's our job to not necessarily say no, but to figure out how to get to that part where they're creating something that turns into a reality. Now, one of the things that we do is we work with kids that do different inventions. And how many of you here have thought of different inventions that you'd like to make? Give me an idea of what you wanted to make before.
While we're waiting, because there's a little lag time, I'll tell you what I want.
Sure, what do you want?
Well, when I do laundry and I wash sheets, always like socks and stuff get in the corners of my bed sheets and then they're wet. So something to make that not happen.
That's good. That's good. Well, one of the things that we do then is we talk about inventions and about how it's an improvement on something that is either not there now or you can make something better. So like you were talking about your bed sheets. So now we would take that idea and we would turn it into a prototype. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you a problem. Oh, is anybody telling me some other problems or things they want to make?
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what our problem is today. The otters got out. Not really, but we're pretending that the otters got out. And since the otters are out, we only have a limited supply of materials that we can use to get them back inside the cage. So over here, I've got 2 of my workmates here. This is Ryan over here. Ryan, wave. This is Ken. And both of them have materials in a bag. So you can do this at home sometime and play too. So take a look at our materials. We've just got some pipe. We've got some pipe cleaners. We've got some popsicle sticks. We've got a few paper clips. We've got kind of a little bungee cord. And then we've got otters. And let me show you where these otters, we 3D printed these at GoCreate, but you can use anything if you wanted to play this kind of game at home. And so we've got these otters. Well, we're pretending that these otters are out. And we need to get them back in. But the problem is that we can't touch them. So this one here is going to be off limits. I can't touch him anymore. And here's Ryan's over here. He's out. So the game is that you use the materials over here to build something to get the otters back into their cage, which we're saying that this right here is their cage. But there's a catch. You can't touch the otter, but you can't get closer than the yardstick. Okay? So Ken and Ryan are going to show you their supplies that are here. And we want you to tell us what kind of things you would make. How would you make it? What would you do to get the otters back in by keeping your distance? How would you do it?
They're all thinking. Some of the inventions they'd like to create for a dishwashing robot.
Oh, that's a good one.
Something to help them fold laundry.
Absolutely.
Well, a lot of chores here that we want to make easier. And then maybe something that would like cook for you. That you could just enter in some commands and it would cook for you. I'm sure more elaborate than a microwave.
That'd be sure nice, wouldn't it?
Like the food was already in it?
Maybe. And then one class thought what their idea was to make to help get the otters back to safety would be some kind of a hook to be able to pull them. back into their area.
That's smart.
But we also have to not hurt them.
Yes. So looking at these things, how would you use like a paper clip? What would you do with the paper clips? Or what about the clothespins? You don't have to use all the materials, but you might want to use some of them.
Another idea was to make something like a slap bracelet that you could get on them, and maybe it would curve around their belly.
Now
so you
that's
could pull
pretty
them.
smart too. That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. That's from Mrs. Barr's class. Maybe a lasso.
A lasso would be good.
A lasso is good. Or a net. It doesn't look like we have supplies for a net, but a net might be a
But I didn't
good
say
way.
anything about you couldn't use the bag. So you could possibly use the bag as long as he didn't choke or get strangled from it. So maybe you'd do it over the tail.
get a big spoon and then put food with it and try to lure them.
Lure them in. That's a good idea. So while my materials are right here, what would you like to see Ken build? And what would you like to see Ryan? Let's take a couple of ideas and we'll try it.
All right, boys and girls. Now, within reason, with the supplies they have, can you give us 2 ideas for them to make something to try to rescue our otter friends? It does take a few seconds of
That's totally fine.
lag time there. One suggestion is to use the bag with the yardstick attached to it.
Okay.
Maybe with some food to try to get them to come in it and be able to scoop them up.
That's a great idea.
Let's see if we could make that.
Ken's going to use that bag.
Any other ideas popping in?
Oh, look, he's adding some weight to it too, so that it doesn't collapse as easily.
All right. And remember, we don't have any food at our table right now, so we're going to have to just use the supplies we have. Okay, the other one, we're going to see if you could make some kind of a, yeah, like a looping mechanism to put around its neck or body area that could tighten up.
Like a lasso.
Yeah. All right, boys and girls, our workers are busy doing that, and then we're probably going to test our.
We're going to test our inventions here and see if they work. So we have our otters out here. We know that we can't touch them, and we know we have to bring them to safety back here at the table, but we still can't touch them. So now, are either one of my builders ready to try?
I am.
Okay, Ken, let's see if you can do it. Is that how we wanted it?
Looks good.
Yeah, that's good.
Get too close, guys. Be careful. Don't step on anything. Here.
Oh, it's close.
So boys and girls, as we're testing this prototype out, I would take some notes under what's not working and how could we make this better? Think about that invention and what could we do to maybe make
Could we
that
modify it somehow?
And that's really part of the process, is to test things and then modify it and see if it works.
So now Ryan's gonna try his. Let's see if his works.
Theory is the front loop. I'm gonna try and hook around his tail and then hope that I can get this one around his head. Pick him up. So I'm gonna pull it back so I can keep it out of the way until I need it. Here we go.
Oh,
Closer, too close. Minor modification. Real quick. Gonna adjust. Gonna move this foot closer. Gonna try again. That's gonna be much more difficult now because I'm knocking over it. Pick him up.
almost.
Need to fix some things. I'm close, but I'm not quite there.
Ken, did you make any modifications to yours?
Somebody suggested smaller loops or something that's fixing.
Like that.
Somebody suggested smaller loops or tightening the loops.
Okay, let's see what Ken's doing over here. I think he might be trying to add some structure to the bag so it's a little sturdier. I'm wondering if you could use the elastic to make kind of a slip knot, so when you get it around its neck, you could
Maybe.
pull it a little tighter.
All right, round two. I switched the elastic. The other side. We're gonna see. Yeah. Put them down. Release the elastic. Set him free. Let go. He likes the contraption too much. He doesn't want to let go. He can keep it. It's his new toy.
Yay, he's safe.
Oliver the otter has been rescued. We made it.
Okay, let's see if Ken can do it. Oh.
Give him some encouragement.
Smart how you're using the flip as kind of a grabber.
Oh,
Look at that.
don't hurt the otter.
Woo! He's free.
Yay!
Hey, man. Yeah, but you didn't give the otter any entertainment, right? Mine got a toy out of the deal.
Well, that's so fun and awesome. Where could you tell our teachers and our boys and girls where to find you?
So you can find us at GoCreate.com, but we're also on the Wichita State campus, and we're over in the Innovation Hub or the Innovation Building. We do lots of field trips. We do special events. We love to have kids of all ages come in.
Great. Well, thanks so much for demonstrating your makerspace ideas.
Thank
That
you.
sounds like a really amazing field trip. So think of that, teachers, and we will see you next time.
Thank you so much.
Everyone have a great day.
Bye-bye.